Hey, good morning everybody and welcome to Andover Baptist Church online today. We are so excited that you're with us. Thank you for taking time out to join with us this morning. We're about 10 minutes away from the beginning of our live service, but we're here just to host you over these next 10 minutes. My name's Chris. I'm the Senior Minister at Andover Baptist Church, and you are?
I'm Ruth. I'm Chris's wife, and it's so great to be here this morning to share with you.
Yeah, and we are, nobody can ever say that I'm not romantic, because today is our 29th wedding anniversary, and look at the hot date we're on for our 29th wedding anniversary. I said,
At least we get to be together.
We're together. I said, Ruth, I've got a really great plan for our 29th wedding anniversary. I'm going to take you out and show you a good time, and here we are this morning, hosting a live stream together. First time you've been a live stream host for us.
I know. It's very exciting and very scary.
Oh, it's so good to have you on with us today. Please don't forget to join in with the live chat. I can see we've got various people on at the moment, so great to have you here. Do say hi to us in the live chat and we maybe give you a shout out to you. That would be really cool. So today is a kind of a special Sunday. It's the last Sunday of the month, and on the last Sunday of the month we do something called Big Story Sunday, or sometimes we've referred to it as a family-friendly live stream. And Ruth, you're involved with the kids' work here at ABC, and Big Story Sunday is sort of tied in with all of that a little bit. So tell us a little bit about what Big Story Sunday is.
So Big Story Sunday is a chance for all ages to come together and to learn a bit more about God and to worship Him in song together, rather than us doing things in our separate groups. So we just like the fact that actually we can do that, and we know that children need something a little bit different sometimes, especially when there's a long talk being done.
What are you saying?
Bless you.
Thank you.
But so we supply some extra things for them to do. So we're aware that being a parent of a child can be challenging if you're expected to keep your child amused and quiet while other people are doing something different in the same room. So we've supplied some activities for them to do, and then there'll be some extra activities come out when the wonderful talk gets done later, so that the children can engage both listening and doing. And I don't know about you, but actually as an adult, if I'm doing something, I'm more likely to listen too. So,
and we notice that, don't we? That they're as well, while they're filling in their worksheets or building things, making craft.
Yeah,
that
they're
kind
not
of stuff.
worksheets because we're not at school.
Okay.
Some great activities, some fun things that link in with the theme of the day. So yeah, but it definitely isn't work.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good, right? I've been told off already. So there we go. So because normally at ABC certainly on 2 of the Sundays in the month. Pre-COVID, it was 3 Sundays in the month, and we'll get back there at some stage, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We had our kids and youth activities kind of separate from the adults doing their thing.
That's right.
So we always love that idea of just pulling everybody together one Sunday a month and saying, look, this is all of us, old, young, in between, everybody, all in kind of together. It's a little bit chaotic sometimes, I think it's fair to say, but we love a little bit of that.
But families are a bit chaotic, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, we go away during the week. Now schools are back in and do our separate things quite often as families. But actually there's then those times when we get back together and we might have extended family to do things as well, which is always fun but challenging, and I think that's the same in church life too.
Yeah. So we can see, because we've got some camera shots down here of what's going on in the main hall. So on site today we've got tables as well as regular rows of chairs, tables for families to sit at with activities and all sorts of stuff going on there. It just looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
so
cool.
if you're online with us today and you're with us as a family today, so great to have you on with us. We really hope you all enjoy watching, listening, engaging together. Don't forget there are kids videos up on our YouTube channel that we put up every week, and youth stuff there as well. And if you fancy joining us the last Sunday of October, which is the 31st of October, I think,
It is.
we've got some fun stuff planned for that Big Story Sunday already, so come and book in and join us online when that time comes. So that's Big Story Sunday. I notice we've got lots of people joining us, so big shout outs to everybody who's joining us this morning, and those of you who are on the live chat and saying hi Debs, hi Vanessa, hi Ian, hi Joyce, hi Ray and Cherry, hi everybody who's joining us online. If you are online with us this morning, don't forget, we love this. This is our favourite prop, Ruth. Don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, if your subscribe button, which is just underneath your video on YouTube, is red, then click it and subscribe, and you'll get notifications about all the different videos and stuff that we put up there. If it's already red, don't click it, because you'll unsubscribe, and nobody wants that. So don't forget to like this video, to subscribe to it as well. We'd love for you to do that. It ensures it gets shared out far and wide. That would be absolutely brilliant. So I thought I'd ask you what you've been up to this week. What's your week held for you so far this week?
Well, I've been at work. So 3 days a week I work as a community nurse. So I'm out in the community visiting people in their homes, my team only work with the over 70s, it's a challenge at times. We're trying to encourage people's independence and support them to remain at home if that's where they want to be, and to avoid hospitals, as we would all want to do, but obviously becomes a bigger challenge as you get older. So it's been a good week. I'm also the team leader, so that comes with its own challenges as well. But and then family's been a bit of a change for us this week. So this week has involved making up some curtains for a new student room, and making sure the right things are packed, and not quite getting that correct, because our youngest, Jessica, has moved back to university this weekend, and at the same time our older daughter Emily, who's on her industrial placement year, has come back to visit for the weekend. So we've kind of traded daughters, really.
So we were about to be empty nesters again. So we did a bit of empty nesting for like half a term or so.
Only a short time.
Last September, when Jess went off to uni and Emily was at uni. But then, of course, they came back because of COVID and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So we had a little bit of empty nesting. And now we're about to empty nest again, and dropped Jess off at uni on Friday, but other one came back. So they're kind of tag teaming us at the moment.
They obviously don't want to leave us alone. They don't think that's a good idea.
So Monday Em goes back, and we'll be empty nesters again.
We will. Are you ready?
I don't know, really.
I'm sorry, I'm not great company, really.
No, not because of you. Oh gosh, that's bad. We're going to a bit of marriage therapy on the online this morning. Well, because we've loved having our kids around, haven't we? We still do, and we love it when they come home. So there we go. So that's been our week, kind of thing, hasn't it? Really.
It's been a bit of a different week for us, hasn't it? And then wedding anniversary to top it off.
Yeah.
So
Spending it. Yeah, it's great. What's coming up in our service today? Do you know? Apart from the kids stuff,
family friendly stuff. It's all going to be family friendly.
Yeah.
But we're focusing on dangerous prayers again. So the dangerous prayer series been a fantastic challenge, I think, to each of us to think about what we say and whether we really mean those things that we say, and whether we're willing to actually put ourselves on the line when we talk to God and say, use me, and I want to hear from you. Yeah. So I think it's going to be something to do with hearing from God. So we're going to wait and see, because I haven't heard the sermon yet. So
yes, contrary to popular belief, I don't sit you down and make you listen to it before.
Thank you.
Yes, but it is on the theme of our dangerous prayer today is speak to me. So it's going to be how we can hear God. So if you've ever wrestled with that, if you think, maybe it's weird that this God that I can't see wants to speak to me. If you've ever thought, I hear sometimes a Christian saying God said, or you've heard us say it in our sermon, and you think that's just weird, or how do I do that, or I'd like to hear more of God. Maybe you are a Christian and you pray a lot talking to God, but you don't hear back from him very much. This morning is going to be great for you, because we're going to try and address all those questions, and I'm going to try and explain as clearly as I can how each of us, all of us, no matter who we are, where we are on our spiritual journey, can hear more of God. So that's really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that very much.
And that can happen however old you are as well. Thinking about Big Story Sunday, can't it?
And actually, we're going to be talking, the story that we're going to be talking about today is of a young boy who's the one that God speaks to, versus this old wizened kind of priest fella. So actually, it doesn't matter how old or how young we are. And sometimes, I don't know your experience, I'm sure it's true, but some of the most profound things that God says is through children sometimes, I think. So that's cool. We've got our band here as well. Sean's leading the band this morning for some live music, which we'd love folks to join in with. And then
you're doing this week at ABC, I
am
understand.
Doing this week at ABC.
So look out for that. Can't wait to see what
great
they've come
interview
up
with Caroline Mecky this morning. So about some things that we've been doing, which is absolutely fantastic. So we are now just about 25 seconds away from going over into the main hall. So last thing we need to say is, if you've got questions about what we're talking about today, or questions about the talk, stick them on the live chat, because we'll be back at the end and you'll be giving me a bit of a grilling, I think, about any of the questions that people have submitted. So we'd love for you to join that as well. So listen, look, I can see 6 seconds. So Rob is hosting in the main hall today. So we are going to pass over to Rob right now.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Andover Baptist Church. My name is Rob. I'm one of the ministers here, and it is a pleasure to welcome you on what is going to be a really exciting and really special service. So as you can tell, things are a little bit different today. We've got a big story service with all of our young people in here making incredibly crafty things. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've made. It's also a celebration of harvest today, and so we've got a collection going just over there on that table. On the left-hand side, there's a collection for Andover Food Bank. On the right-hand side, there's a collection for Embrace, which basically is a charity that puts things together for ladies who've had to leave home due to difficult circumstances in a hurry. And so it's a lovely way of just showing some love and support for them. Obviously, if you'd like to donate financially to either of these causes, you can do that through all the normal means of donating to Andover Baptist Church, either via our Church Suite app or via our website. Just make sure that you note what you want the donation to go for in the reference section, and we'll make sure it gets to them as well. We're also collecting for Jim Harris, who's a missionary in Kenya, and you can also donate exactly the same way via our website for that. And so those are basically the focuses of our harvest celebration today, and we hope that you guys just really, really enjoy the service. A couple of little admin things. You may see a few wristbands around. If somebody hasn't explained exactly what that means, yes, thank you. Basically, they're color-coded just to make it easier for you to kind of tell where other people feel that they are in terms of their personal space, that sort of thing with the pandemic going on. So if you see someone with a green wristband, that means they're happy to shake hands. If you used to hug them before the pandemic, maybe they're open to hugging now. Maybe they never liked hugging, I don't know. But basically, it means you can come and approach them. It's fine. If you have a yellow wristband, basically what that means is they're really happy to talk to you, and that's absolutely fine. But they're not really ready for contact. Maybe they're kind of shielding or shielding family, that kind of thing. So you can have a conversation, but please don't try and shake their hand or anything. And then if you see a red one, that means somebody's really having to be quite cautious. Maybe they have a pre-existing health condition or something like that. So please do nod and smile at them, but maybe don't come too close. They really need to keep their distance at this stage. Hope that makes sense. And if you need one of these wristbands and you don't have one, they're available in the lobby there. The welcome team will give you one. You can keep them. You don't have to give them back. So you can just bring it with you the next time you come around. Fantastic. Okay, well, that's a kind of announcement of everything that's going on this morning, but really what we want to let you know as well is what's happening this week at ABC. So I'm going to hand over to our studio, and they're going to give us the This Week at ABC slot now.
Thanks, Rob, and hi again, everybody. I've been joined by Caroline for This Week at ABC today. Say hi, Caroline.
Good morning, everyone.
We're going to talk about something that's been going on this week at ABC that's happening today, and that actually happens all through the year at ABC. But if you've been watching us over the last few weeks, you know we've been talking about harvest, and it's kind of one of those traditions in church life to kind of celebrate harvest, to remember God's amazing provision to us, but also to give something back as God has provided for us to give back to other people. And this year, we're having our harvest offering for 3 great people organisations, and one of them is Embrace. And Caroline heads up our Embrace ministry at Andover Baptist Church. So I thought it'd be really cool just to find out a little bit more about it. So Caroline, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what Embrace is?
So Embrace is an ABC ministry, and we seek to show God's love and that people care for the ladies who are coming into our community to stay at the Andover Crisis Centre. So
we've got to be a little bit careful about what we say, but why would somebody potentially end up at Andover Crisis Centre?
So it's generally when they're not able to stay in their own current accommodation or home.
Yeah. Yeah, and often they arrive with kids as well, sometimes, sadly. Yeah. And so what's Embrace doing just to try and share a little bit of love with those ladies, those families who are ending up in really difficult situations?
So we do something really simple. We provide welcome bags for when the ladies come to the crisis centre and stay. So on each bed in the centre is a goodie bag, essentially, of essential items and some treats. So things like your basics: toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, and some nicer things: body lotions, chocolate, all those things that make you feel nice and special.
Yeah, it's a fantastic thing because sometimes, sadly, these ladies are arriving with nothing, aren't they? So those basics make a big difference, but also just to have a little bit of a treat sometimes is really nice for them. And what sort of impact do you think it has when somebody's arriving in the midst of a crisis and just something nice has been done for them?
I think it's that understanding that someone's thought of them and thinks they're valuable and precious, which they are. And so it's just communicating that's God's love for them.
Yeah. So how can people join in? So today it's part of our harvest offering, along with Food Bank and supporting one of our missionaries, Jim Harris. How can people support what's going on with Embrace?
We are looking for items to go in our bags. So if you'd like to donate things like conditioner, hairbrushes, women's deodorant, individually wrapped toothbrushes, tubes of toothpaste, nail varnish, all those things would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So
Great. So you can drop those in. So some people have brought them today because we've been talking about this before now and have brought them as kind of like a harvest offering today. But people can drop them in all through the rest of this week into the church office and they'll be collected up and got to you. And then I think you were saying to me before, you also need some help actually putting some stuff together.
So if anyone would like to join the Embrace team, and we meet every 6 to 8 weeks to do another packing of bags basically throughout the year. So that'd be amazing. Come and find me.
That'd be so cool. So if you'd like to get in touch with Caroline to be a part of that, do that through our church office. So you can contact us all the usual ways and let us know, and we'll put you in touch with Caroline. That would be absolutely fantastic. Caroline, thank you so much. Thank you for coming and being interviewed this morning, but thank you to you and the Embrace team for all you're doing. And we know there's going to be another opportunity, isn't there, as we build up to Christmas to support that, because we know we do some Christmas goodie bags too. So that's coming our way.
Yeah.
So
thank you very
brilliant.
much.
No problem. Right, we'll let you go. Thanks, Caroline, so much. So the other things we're doing for our harvest offering is supporting Andover Food Bank, and you can deliver stuff straight to Andover Food Bank, or some people again have brought that in today and we'll get that to them. So just look out for our social media stuff about that. And we're also doing a financial offering today for a missionary we support called Jim Harris, who's working in Kenya. And we'll talk a little bit later on about how you can give to that if you'd like to do that. So that's this week at ABC. We've been doing lots of stuff this week in support of and thinking about Harvest and those organisations. We've got something coming up over the next few days at ABC, in the coming week at ABC, because on Friday night, we're really excited about this. Our children's and youth teams have organised a Nerf event, and you can see some of the details there. So hired in a big arena that's going to be set up in our main hall, and people are going to go around and you're going to be able to Nerf each other and all of that kind of stuff. And we've got 2 sessions for 2 different ages. I'm not going to do all the details of that here. It's all available on our social media stuff, on our website. You can see some of the details here as well. Get in touch with us, and you do need to book in. And Ivan was telling me this morning that I think we're about 2/3 full already, so you do need to get and book in ASAP. So please make sure you book your children and young people in for the Nerf event coming up this Friday evening with our kids and youth team. That's just going to be a fabulous evening. So I think that's all we need to cover from this week at ABC for now. I'm going to head over to Sean and the band in the main hall, who are going to lead us now in some songs. Over to you, Sean.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, as Chris said, my name is Sean. If you've been watching these services online or here in the church over the last, many months, I guess, you might more commonly know me as the guy who stands at the back with the guitar, or more commonly with the bass guitar. And unfortunately this week, neither Alex or Andy could be here. So when they asked for volunteers, I was the slowest one to step back, and therefore you've got me and my hat this week. Alex came home from holiday just yesterday, so if from what I read in the papers is right, she's probably in the passport queue still, waiting to come through. And Andy, I think he's just out looking for petrol probably at the moment. No, he's actually in Wales doing a cycle ride for 100 miles for a charity, which is an amazing thing to do. So well done to Andy. We're going to sing a song now called Reckless Love. It talks about how amazing God's love is for us and the lengths he will go to make sure that we are within his arms. So if you're able to, please stand as we sing this first song, Reckless Love. I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. I was your foe, still your love for me. You have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, and I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't Are you hurting and broken within? Overwhelmed by the weight of your sin? Jesus is calling. Have you come to the end of yourself? Do you thirst for a drink from the well? Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was brought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Leave behind your regrets and mistakes. Come today, there's no reason to wait. Jesus is calling. Bring your sorrows and trade them for joy. From the ashes a new life is born. Jesus is calling. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was brought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, what a Savior! Isn't He wonderful? Sing hallelujah, Christ is risen.